Chemical and physical properties. That's a big thing in this unit, are chemical and physical properties and chemical and physical changes. All right?
I think that can be very confusing a lot of times. Which one is chemical, which one is physical?
And which one is properties and which one is changes.
Oh, yeah.
So we kind of got four things going on, and we have to stop and think about each one before we just make a guess.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start with the properties.
Okay.
Physical properties are things that we can measure with instruments or we can observe. So the color of your lab coat is white. That's a physical property of your lab coat.
Okay.
Okay. Your mass, your actual mass is a physical property.
Okay. We can take a measurement of that.
We can take a measurement of that.
Okay.
Anything that you can measure with an instrument is going to
Okay.
be a physical property.
But some things like size.
Size are also physical properties.
Okay. A lot of those we can see with our eyes.
Yes.
Or
Smell.
measure with our hands, smell. A lot of them have to do with senses.
Right.
Okay.
The five senses.
Physical. Okay.
Physical properties. Okay. Now let's see what happens when we talk about physical and chemical changes.
All right.
Because physical changes are changes that don't change the identity of the matter.
So if we change the size of something, it's still the same thing. It's just changed. If I take my lab coat and crumple it all up,
Correct.
it's still made of the same stuff.
right, it's still the same chemistry, but it's just changed size.
Okay.
If you were to take a pair of scissors and cut a piece of paper, you have changed the paper, but you haven't changed the chemistry of the paper.
That
You've
makes
changed the
sense.
physical state of the paper.
That makes sense.
When you take an ice cube and you put it out on the counter and it melts,
Okay, but what if it boils? It's a totally different thing, isn't it?
no, because when water boils, it goes from a liquid phase, still H2O, up into a gas phase, but the gas is H2O gas.
It is still H2O gas. So
Yes.
it's still water, H2O, but not
Right.
liquid water.
It's now gas water or water
Steam
vapor.
or water vapor.
Mhm.
Okay. We need
Right.
to use the appropriate terms
Right.
when we talk about the different phases.
And physical changes are, the big thing about physical changes are changes in state. When you go from a solid to a liquid to a gas, or from a solid to a gas, those kind of changes are all physical changes
Always
because
physical. If
the
it's
chemical-
melting, boiling,
freezing
condensing, freezing, sublimating,
and
sublimation.
deposition.
Okay. So
So-
if you have dry ice that's a
Mhm.
solid and it's changing into a gas in the air,
Right.
it's going straight from the solid to the gas.
Right.
That's also a phase change.
Right, but it's CO2, carbon dioxide in the solid form, and it's CO2 in the gas form.
That would be a physical change.
Yes,
Thank
awesome.
you. Very good.
Who is it? Come on, let's get the door. Come in. Hi, Pongo. How you doing, big guy? Hey, Pongo. What? What's she doing? What's she doing? You got a new trick for me? Come here. Let's show Grandma pretty. Oh. Are you pretty? Oh, Pongo, you're changing. Right?